Hey guys, this is Vol, and welcome to another Warcraft 3 commentary. And this is between my favourite player, Tod, who is representing the Cherry clan/team in this particular game, and his opponent is yangmalkth2, yangmalkth. Not really sure how to pronounce his name, but I am going to refer to him as Yang. Don't really know what his friends call him. But he's the Orc player up at the 12 o'clock position. Tod is down at the 6 o'clock position, and it's humans versus orcs. Tod is the Teal Human player, of course, and Yang is the Green Orcs. Map is Lost Temple. So this is the classic Warcraft 3 map, and probably the classic StarCraft map too. They pretty much share the same name and the same layout. It's pretty much an RTS player favorite. And I'm really going to have to pace myself because this is a long replay. I hope you guys are going to stick with me for the good 40 or 50 minutes this game is going to take up. Very epic game. And there you go with Tod setting up a farm just on his ramp. And the reason for that is just to give him any advance warning of his opponent showing up. Now Yang has gone for a Blade Master, very typical stuff, but he's also gone for a War Mill right before barracks, and that suggests to me that he's going to really be investing in economy a bit more and possibly teching up very fast. Whereas Tod, you can bet that he's going to go for the fast expand, or at least the quick creep just to the left. Tod is a very experienced human player, and he knows exactly how to defend against the creep jack and continue to creep while his opponent's stacking him, and that's really what makes him such a strong human player, is that when you can make that kind of thing look easy, you really do well with humans, because humans really benefit from hero leveling just so much. They've got such great efficient heroes that leveling them up really makes it worthwhile. Just going to try not to talk too quickly and too consistently in this game. And yeah, I mean, the reason for that is that probably going to tire myself out very quickly if I do so. But I want to point out that Yang's gone for the 2 watchtowers. Now that means that he's going to be skipping his barracks in favour of going for the fast tier 2. And really just generally getting his tech on. In the meantime, as predicted, Tod is just going straight for the expansion here. It's pretty much a no-brainer. This is the perfect map to do the quick creeping, the natural expansion on. In the meantime, Yang is going for one of these smaller camps to be in the middle, as you do with a Blade Master fairly comfortably. Tod's picked up an agility, book of agility power up there, and we're also going to see what item he gets from. Oh, he's already picked up the item. My bad. He's got a circlet of nobility, pretty decent item. Nothing really special about that. +2 to all of your stats. Well, 3D main stats. I forget how Warcraft works in that regard. Is it 3 stats, 4 stats? It's been so long since I played. And Yang, of course, taking out the other bottom right relative to the fountain, and chucking on some invisibility with the Windwalk there, and running straight past Tod's group. He knows that Tod's gone for the expansion, so he's going to go do a bit of harassment down the bottom left with the Blade Master. Tod, in the meantime, just creeping the small camp. And fast building the expansion. And here comes the Blade Master, straight away smacking down on the peon, the peasant, and Tod pulls that back. Very fast reactions there by Tod. And that peon's only going to need one more hit, but the Blade Master ignored him. A bad timing there by Yang, and he's going to have to waste a little bit of time there. But chucking back the Windwalk, Tod sent a couple of units back home to help defend in the 1 footman. And this peasant's been severely damaged, but moves out of the way and blocks the Blade Master with militia. Blade Master's out of mana for another Windwalk, and very low on health there. That's unfortunate for Yang, timed that badly. And he's only got 16 hit points yet, so if that Archmage had showed up, and in fact, Tod is moving the Archmage now just in case he can get a lucky fireball off. Yang now at tier 2, putting down the barracks and Voodoo Lounge. But here comes Tod with his Archmage. Yang's having to run away very quickly. Got the expansion up, got the Arcane Tower up as well. No tier 2 yet, just producing a lot of peons so he can get the lumber mill as well. And looks like Yang is boxed in now. I'm not really sure he went down to the bottom left. Taking another fireball to the face, he's not going to be able to get out of this, and this may force Yang to waste a teleport scroll. Either that or he'll attack the creeps, but yeah, no, he's wasted his teleport scroll, so it's very unfortunate for Yang there. And the only other option was to let his hero be killed by creeps, but the chances were that Tod would actually get the hero anyway, just from a quicker mage attack. So not a great start there from Yang. He's way ahead on tech, but of course now he's going to have to deal with the infamous Tod double expand, double base rather. Not so much the double expand. He's only got one expansion, of course, and Blademaster is now able to heal up thanks to the fountain in the middle. Tod's also sending a footman over to the center as well, but Yang's Blademaster, of course, dealing with that. Now, do notice that the Archmage for the humans there picked up a Dust of Appearance, and Orcs going for Spirit Lodge and Bestiary, so pretty typical tier 2 stuff, going for that Shadow Hunter as well. And going for Headhunters, so very rare choice by Orcs there going for Headhunters. It's usually Grunts, but because he's teched up so fast, he's got a plan here, and he's obviously planning on using very souped up and teched up Headhunters, which can be decent if you make them the troll. The super trolls, the tier 3 ones, they can be pretty good. We'll see what Tod decides to deal with. We'll see how Tod decides to deal with that later on. And another footman trying to heal himself. Blademaster nearby. Is the Blademaster going to go for that footman? We'll find out shortly. But Tod's just being a bit annoying here, attacking the Spirit Lodge. At least he's going to see what he's going to be up against. And Peon's just getting right in the way there, and finally the Spirit Lodge completes, so the peons are able to repair that one. I don't think Tod's going to be able to take this down. He's going to lose units if he continues to attack there, and he realizes that. Just pulling out now. But it's a good way to see what was going on. So yeah, Troll Headhunter. Very rare that you see these guys, but in the hands of a good Orc player, it's possible to do well with them, I suppose. He's also going for the Witch Doctor tech. So, planning on massing healing wards and stasis traps by the looks. Pretty good combination if you ask me. Although most people tend to go for the Spirit Walkers, which tends to be a more popular Orc combination, and one that I think is better. You see Grubby and other type Orcs like Lyn and so forth use them, and I think it's just because those types of units are a little bit harder to counter than other types like the Witch Doctors and Shamans. And the Spirit looks very useful, and of course resurrecting call those guys the Tauren, extremely powerful. But I think probably the best use of the Spirit Hunter, the Spirit Walker, rather, is the Mass Dispel, the Priest style Dispel, which is very effective against human players. You can use it against slow and all sorts. Now Tod's finally got to tier 2. He's got Arcane Vault being constructed. Yang moving down to this expansion that Tod's creeping, but Tod, of course, throwing down a Dust of Appearance, expecting the Blademaster to have already arrived under the cover of Windwalk, but such was not the case, and of course Tod has more units there, so he's driving Yang back for now. But once Yang's tech starts to kick in, that's when we're going to start to see a bit more of an interesting game on our hands. It's going to be very interesting to see what he does at tier 3. Probably ending some Tauren eventually, but now it's time for Tod to take yet another expansion. He knows what's going on in the Orc base. He knows that Yang won't be prepared to make an all-out assault just yet, but hey, Yang has got the fortress. He's got his third hero there, the Tauren Chieftain, and his trolls have been upgraded to Berserkers now thanks to tier 3. So that's looking very formidable. Looks like Tod's going for a Mounted King, very sound and solid tier 2 hero for the humans. He's got plenty of footmen just because he's taken so long to get to tier 2 footmen, obviously helping him to creep quite a lot. Potentially he could also use Defend with those footmen as well up against the Troll Berserkers. Not ideal, but it will serve him well until he can get some decent tier 3 stuff. I'm not really sure whether Tod's going to go for Mass Casters this game or Griffins, but either one would be the response against the Orcs in this sort of situation. Orcs, of course, picking off any spare footmen which range too close, and this central creep camp is going to be Yang's for the taking. Yang has a slight advantage now because he's ahead on tech, and it's really starting to kick in and really show. I want to just point out briefly on the minimap, you can see 3 white dots further out into the field. That's Tod putting down several farms just to give him an extra bit of scouting, just so he can see where Yang's forces are at crucial crossroads on the map. Tod moving over to Yang's base now. There are the farms, by the way. Tod's securing this natural expansion over the, let's call it the 4 o'clock position. In the meantime, Tod moves in, he spots the Tauren Totem. So he knows that that's the plan, a pretty obvious plan though, and now attacking the Tauren Totem, trying to